Some people peak in high school. Others join the HOA. It was supposed to be a quiet weekend. My wife, Captain Renee Dalton, had finally taken a break from her 70-hour weeks running our state's highway patrol division. We drove up to our lake cabin, our one slice of peace, tucked into pine trees on a quiet, HOA-managed lakefront. I inherited the place from my uncle. It's modest, but it has charm. Cedar walls, a creaky dock, and the kind of silence you can't find in the city. It also happens to be one of the few cabins actually owned by longtime locals. Most of the others are short-term rentals now, and run unofficially by one woman, HOA President Karen Whitmore. You know the type. Our trouble started the moment Renee and I pulled in. Karen, khaki capris and clipboard in hand, watched us like we were squatters. We gave her a polite wave. She responded with a dead-eyed glare and scribbled something on her paper. Renee chuckled. Already making friends. Saturday morning, I went into town for groceries. I left Renee behind, coffee in hand, relaxing on the dock. By the time I got back, I saw flashing red and blue lights reflecting off the lake. 2 squad cars, one very smug Karen, and my wife, arms crossed, sunglasses on, cool as a glacier. I parked fast and stormed over. What the hell's going on? Karen turned, victorious. She's trespassing. You weren't here. She wouldn't provide ID, and she refused to vacate when asked. She's my wife. This is our property. Karen scoffed. Anyone can say that. She was loitering on a private dock, wouldn't answer questions, and frankly, she doesn't belong here. That last part hit like a slap. Renee, calm as ever, finally stepped forward. She pulled her badge from her pocket. Captain Renee Dalton, State Police. The younger officer blinked. The older one took a step back. I didn't provide ID, she said coolly, because I was on private property, drinking coffee, in my pajamas, which, by the way, is perfectly legal. This is my home. My name is on the deed. And if you had checked property records instead of listening to this woman's fantasy, you'd know that. Karen turned pale. The officer stammered. Ma'am, we're sorry, we didn't realize. You didn't realize because you didn't ask. Next time, try knocking on the front door before rolling in like you've got a warrant. Karen opened her mouth to protest, but Renee held up a hand. You called in a false report. You harassed a property owner. You weaponized law enforcement to settle your personal bias. I could have you cited right now under Penal Code 148.5. Filing a false police report. The younger officer shot Karen a look. Renee turned to the officers. I suggest you take this woman's statement, document it, then kindly leave our property. Karen tried one more time. This isn't how we do things here. No, Renee cut in. But it's how I do things in this state. And as of Monday, I'll be speaking with the HOA board about your abuse of power. Consider yourself on notice. The officers apologized again and left. Karen stormed off, shaking. Later that night, one of the officers, young guy named Matson, came back and knocked on our door. Just wanted to say, sorry again. And Captain, thank you for your service. Didn't know you lived out here. Renee smiled. Neither did Karen. Now she does.